Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be danger and safety have many forms. Okay, so I'll get to that in a minute. I was going to shoot outside, but Tractor Boy started with the leaf blower. And seemingly Friday afternoons, which is when I'm recording this, seems to be his leaf blowing time. So I'm going to stay inside to minimize the impact of that interrupting my video. So hope everybody's doing well. And I'm keeping the glasses on because I want to read from something that I've gone ahead and printed out. All right. Just want to make sure I cover a lot of stuff. What I'll also do, if I forget, remind me, and I will put this list of all this stuff in the comments, not the comments, in the description of the video itself. So whether you're on YouTube, look down for the description. You'll see this stuff. If you're on Facebook, look underneath the video in the text and you will see all of this stuff. So you can copy and paste it, throw it in a document, and perhaps keep it handy. So, danger and safety have many forms. Now, the goal of recovery is to maximize the safety and minimize the dangers so that the brain has a bigger perception that I'm okay, I'm safe, than it does, oh no, I'm in trouble, danger. Okay? So, danger can show up as illness. COVID has been one of those scare events that has caused a number of problems. Long COVID, my opinion, long COVID is a mind-body condition. It is TMS. It is perceived danger creating the symptoms. This isn't a long COVID video. I just wanted to touch on it though. But these things can be scary and be the scare event that kind of starts the symptoms. And then once you get the symptoms, you get sucked into the whole, oh no, I've got long COVID, I've got X, Y, and Z. So let me jump back into this before I get off on too many tangents. Dangers can show up as illness, COVID, mold, medicines, doctor's appointments, a diagnosis, even if it's wrong, a lack of clarity, believing what's going on is a physical issue. Something is not right in your body. You may think you've got a disease. You may think you've got a problem physically with bones, tendons, discs, whatever. So that lack of clarity is a huge sign of danger. Foods, chemicals, light, sounds, movement, body positions, activity, whether that be physical activity, social activity, work. All of those things can be perceived by your brain, consciously or subconsciously, as dangerous and thereby turn on or turn up symptoms. Life stress, emotions, and even our own thinking. All of these things can be perceived by the brain as dangerous. Now, I don't want that list to overwhelm you and say, oh no, I've got to overcome all it. You don't have to overcome all of that, right? Some mindsets that are really important in moving forward is clarity. I'm okay. I am not broken. I am not sick. That clarity is job number one, and that's the foundation of the mindset. Other mindsets, being unbothered by symptoms. Indifferent. So what? Don't care, right? Knowing that this is temporary. Being calm, being confident. These are all mindsets that can really support this journey towards safety, towards recovery, towards symptoms dropping off. Right? The mindset's really the glue that holds it together. But what was the first thing I mentioned? Clarity. That's job number one. What causes symptoms and does it apply to me? And there's many people who have gone through the assessments and it says, yeah, it clearly says TMS, but I'm struggling to accept it. And that lack of a decision to accept that this is what's going on will delay recovery until you make that decision. So you may as well make the decision now. But Dan, what if I'm sick? What if something else? Go back to the assessments. If it says it's mind, body, TMS, perceived danger, that's what it is. You're going to serve yourself well to make that decision. So, Those were the dangers, a few things regarding mindset. And now I'm going to get into safety. Well, what does safety look like? Clarity, right? Smiling. And I'm going to go through these fairly quick. Use reassuring words. Instead of saying, I'm so tired, I hurt so much, say the opposite. I feel pretty good. I have lots of energy, right? I did a video on that recently. What else can be a message of safety? Breath. Why do you think I take a moment or two in the beginning here to settle my system? Get out of the stress response. Micro meditations. Slow in-out breaths. You don't have to count. You don't have to make sure the exhale's longer. Some of those things might be useful, but they were never my solution. But a micro meditation is just pausing, drop your shoulders, relax, and breathe. Sends a direct message of safety to the brain, because if you weren't safe, you wouldn't be relaxed, slowly breathing. You'd be like this, breathing shallow. What else? Relax your body. Show yourself kindness, self-love, compassion. Give yourself hugs. This, hand on the heart, is a self-hug. Put 2 hands there. I'm holding the camera in this hand, so I can't do 2 hands, but put 2 hands here. Slowly breathing, relax the body. That's a hug. You're hugging yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Beating yourself up is a message of danger. I should have had that in the danger list. Focus on positive sensations. Let's say your back hurts. Okay, but the rest of your body feels okay, right? Focus on the good stuff. All right, expect the best. Predictions matter. Don't predict bad. Don't predict your own demise. Predict that I'm going to get better. Why? Because this stuff is temporary. And I have clarity because I've done my research and the assessments. I've made a decision, right? This stuff is temporary. Feel your emotions. It's a message of safety. It's allowing yourself to experience the emotions without judging yourself harshly, without criticizing yourself for having emotions. You don't have to repress emotions about symptoms. I've done a video on this. You're allowed to feel the emotions about symptoms, but don't live there all day long, because if you are, all you're doing is ruminating on and focusing on and catastrophically thinking about your symptoms, which can keep the emotions of fear, anxiety, worry, anger, shame, guilt, all those emotions about symptoms. That rumination and being symptom focused can keep those emotions going over and over again. Feel them so they can pass. So here's a big one. Message of safety. Don't believe your own negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are not a problem. They're just a symptom of a brain warning you, hey, what if it's this? What if it's that? Oh, no. Your negative thoughts are just a symptom of a brain perceiving danger. Reinforce your TMS belief with accurate knowledge. That's that whole clarity thing. Have a direct conversation with your brain. That's a message of safety. Well, I guess it depends on what you're saying when you're talking to the brain. Because if you're saying, oh no, I'm never going to get better and my life is horrible, it's not a message of safety. But with accurate knowledge, reminding yourself that I know what it is, I have the clarity, this is all temporary. And when, not if, but when I teach my brain safety consistently, more consistently than the messages of danger have been going by default, I will get better. Just watch me, right? Those things are important. Strike a powerful pose. Those powerful power poses. Superman, Wonder Woman, Rocky Balboa, right? Laugh with somebody. Connect with others. Social connection. It'll get you out of your head for a while. And if you're hanging out with other people, don't talk about your symptoms. That's not why you're hanging out with other people. You're supposed to do fun things with fun people. So connect with others. Even if it's just by Zoom or FaceTime or, video chat. Connect with other people. See their face, right? Listen to music. Find some empowering, calming music. I like the empowering stuff, the victory type of stuff, right? Spend time in nature. Get outside. Sit outside. Even if it's chilly, bundle up a little bit. Sit outside, breathe the fresh air, look up at the blue sky, the clouds, the gray sky. Wherever you live is fine, but by getting outside, it expands your awareness. Because when you're inside, you're confined to the four walls, and your world is fairly small and narrow. But by going outside, it expands your awareness. And when you have more awareness of the vastness of other things, your mind starts to open up to potential possibility. Like I said, do normal things, normal activities with people you like, right? Do fun things with people you like. Do normal activity. Even going to the grocery store is a message of safety because you're doing normal stuff and you're saying, I'm not sitting on the couch hiding from my symptoms. I'm getting out. And even if it hurts, it's still a message of safety. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing good. These are good stuff. Live your life instead of fixing. In other words, live more, fix less. Don't talk about your symptoms. I touched on that earlier. Have fun despite the pain. I've countless times in the group, I've had people say, you know what? My neighbor invited me over, hang out for a dinner. I didn't want to go. I knew it was going to hurt. I went anyway. I hurt, but I had a good time. I'm glad I went. Live your life. Accept invitations to do things. Find reasons to do more, even if it's just normal stuff. So, try to have fun despite the pain. Laughter, even at home. Play a board game. Play a card game. Watch some silly, videos with somebody you like. Or by yourself. If you're in bed, don't sit there and ruminate on how bad your life is. Find ways to engage your brain in something else. Right? A few more. Know that TMS is temporary. That was part of the mindset discussion earlier. Watch funny shows on YouTube. Meditate. Don't meditate to fix, but if it brings you peace and calm and settles your body, settles your thinking. I'm not an expert meditator. That wasn't my solution, but a lot of people tend to like it. My problem was I was doing it to fix my pain, and every time I did it, I would turn around and say, did it work? No, it didn't. Darn it. And it would actually create more stress because I came to the conclusion, since I still have the pain, it didn't work. Therefore, I must be doing it wrong. More stress, pressure. So don't do that. If you're going to meditate, do it as a practice for your overall peace, wellness, calm. Don't go looking for the symptoms afterwards to see if it worked. Do it because it feels good. What else? Exercise, if you can. Move your body. Even if that is doing laps around the dining room table, slowly. Moving your body is better than laying still avoiding, right? The body is designed to move. It's safe to move. And once you have determined that your conditions are mind, body, perceived danger, pain, or symptoms, aka TMS, once you understand that that's the case and your symptoms are behaving like TMS, and that's why the assessment came out as high as it did, moving your body is not going to cause harm because you're not broken in the first place, so how can you harm it? Did it hurt? Yeah. Pain is not evidence of tissue damage. It's just evidence that the brain's going, whoa, Dan, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've been laying down for a while. Now you're up. What are you doing? False alarms, right? It's up to us to respond to that with the clarity and being unbothered. And the last one here is, I already touched on this. Do fun things with people you like, right? That's always a good message of safety. So there's probably a bunch more. Petting a dog, petting a cat, just sitting outside and watching nature. I could go on and on. The key here is to minimize the dangers and maximize the safety. In the end, perceived danger is what creates the symptoms or increases them. Safety is what will bring it down and eventually get rid of them. So I hope this makes sense. I will copy and paste this stuff into the descriptions of the Facebook post and the YouTube post. And let me know what you think. Write some of these things down. Things that you can do. Things that you want to remember. Copy it. Paste it into a document. Print it. But make sure that the safety voices, safety messages are dominant and louder and more consistent than the danger. Not to say you can't have danger messages come up. They will. But the key is to respond to symptoms or an increase in symptoms with as much clarity that you're actually okay. It's all TMS. It's all perceived danger. It's all temporary. And therefore, I'm going to be okay. And don't fuel the danger, because it's so easy to fuel the danger with doubt and questioning it and straddling that fence of maybe it's physical, maybe it's not, I don't know. Make the decision. Get off the fence. Don't straddle it. But don't fuel the danger. And if you're not really sure if the things you're doing are moving you in the right direction, ask yourself, do I feel more safe as a result of this research I just did online? Probably not. Don't do that anymore. Do I feel more safe as a result of this uplifting conversation I just had with myself and my overprotective brain? Yeah, I do. Okay, do more of that. Ask yourself, am I creating safety or am I fueling the danger? That's it. So, once again, clarity plus unbothered equals recovery. That's in a nutshell, and it will eliminate 4 pages worth of notes. But basically, clarity, I'm okay. Being unbothered by symptoms, that's about as simple as it can get. So, love you all, and I hope you're having a great weekend so far. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.